joining us on Final Drive TV. We are at round 5 and 6 of the United States Touring Car Championship. My name is Becky, and joining me today is Nikki.
It's great to be here, and you look a little different than usual.
I do. I get to jump in a car this event. I'm so excited.
And this weekend, not only does she get to jump in a car, we are running with IndyCar here at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca.
What a beautiful track. Weather, no sound limit, full roster of drivers. It's going to be a great weekend.
So let's go talk to those drivers. So, Edgar Lau, how was qualifying for you these past 2 days?
Well, qualifying one didn't go as I planned because our transponder didn't work, so we didn't get a time. So unfortunately, we'll be starting from the back of the grid, but it's going to be fun, you know. We'll see how far I can climb up the grid order. Today, it was more planned. We plotted out our strategy. We know Bob was going to be quick, so we let him run first and then see where he's at, and then we'll try and top him. And happily, we were about 0.3 quicker, so happy to have pole for our Sunday.
All right, well, good luck out there.
Thank you very much.
So, Bob Accardo, how was qualifying today and tomorrow?
It was good. We're on the front row for today's race, so I can't thank these guys at Red Panther Motorsports enough. They bring a heck of an A game to a fun race weekend, so we're going to have a good time.
Perfect. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
How was qualifying? Tell me all about it.
I'll tell you all about it. Not that great as I anticipated. I'm almost 1.5 seconds off pace, and I just don't know where it is. And also, it was very crowded today in qualifying, so that didn't help. And there was a lot of debris out there. I hit a split tire, and so hopefully in the race I can just sneak through in the start and just try to keep my position and maybe gain a couple. So we'll see how it goes.
John Friesen, how's the car? How's the track feeling?
The car is running fantastic. Edge Motorworks did a great job in setting it up. Great preparation. We've had no problems at all with the car. Qualified second for a race today and tomorrow. So feeling really good about that. The track's a little slower today than it was yesterday, but I think it's going to be a fun race this afternoon. I just got to get out in front of those GT cars so they don't run me over on the straightaway.
All right, well, let's hope for a great result.
Thank you.
Gary Sheehan, tell me about the car, the track. How's it feel this weekend?
This weekend's going great. It's a little bit surprising how easy everything has been. I mean, sometimes this car gives us a lot of trouble. This weekend has been amazing. The car is fast. It's dialed in. At the beginning of the weekend, just a couple of tweaks to get it to suit what I needed, and it's been unstoppable. So we got the pole position for race 1 and for race 2 today. So I'm pretty excited about our chances.
Perfect. Well, let's hope for a great result these both days.
Thanks very much.
Josh Lyon, how did the car feel out there today?
The car felt really good. Yesterday in qualifying, we had made some adjustments to the suspension. Today we further that, and it hooked up really nice on the track. There was a lot of traffic to get through, so we ended up pulling it into the pits. We found some space, and I was able to put down a good lap, so I'm pretty happy with what I was able to do.
All right, well, great. Let's hope for a great result today.
Thank you.
So, Brad Austin, how's the car feeling out here this weekend?
It felt really good. It's yesterday was a little struggles. We had some issues to work. Had a little off-track experience and lost a few parts on the car. But some good work by my crew this morning. We got it all back together. Went back out for today's qualifying, and we took pole position. So P1 for the race tomorrow, P2 for the race today. Car's feeling really good. It's been a great weekend. I think the race today is going to be pretty fun. It's going to be a really close battle between a couple of the other leaders at the top of the podium.
I will have fun out there today.
Thank you.
Wildfire can become out of control. First responders and your home need our help.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Final Drive TV. I'm Rick Nanini, joined by Julio Decker. Welcome, Julio.
Good to be here. Great venue.
We are at Laguna Seca Raceway as the United States Touring Car Championship is joined with IndyCar, so this just doesn't get much better than this now, does it?
It's short, and the weather's cooperating, crowd is excited, drivers are excited, everybody's roaring to go.
Yeah, we have a huge field of cars. We're getting ready. There are 2 races this weekend. This is round 5, and we're going to get this race underway, and we're going to show you the starting grid brought to you by ATP Electronics, the official memory solutions of the United States Touring Car Championship. It's awesome to be here. So on the front row in GT, we have Bob Ricardo in the Chevrolet Camaro, and we have Chris Allegro in the Ford Mustang. Unfortunately, Chris couldn't get the car going. He is not going to start the race. Bo Borders is running in the GT, also in 3rd place.
In Super Touring, we have John Friesen, followed by his teammate Sean Webster, and in 3rd place, qualifying was Art Narcissian.
In the touring car and sportsman class, in touring, we have Gary Sheehan 1st place, Victor Ing in 2nd place, and Ali Arsham in 3rd place.
And in the sportsman class, it was Pete Bovenberg who had the pole, followed by Brad Austin, with Josh Lyon bringing up 3rd place.
Yeah, big field of sportsman cars. We always have an awesome battle in sportsman. But we have 2 starting grids. We have the first batch with the GT and touring cars and super touring cars, and we have the second ones that are about 30 seconds back.
Exciting standing starts. Here we go. Ready for the green.
We're on board with the Camaro. We're awaiting the green, and here we go. Wow, look at that
great
launch
start for that Camaro.
Camaro.
Wow, you can see those 2 black marks right on the track. That's amazing. Everybody's going to get bunched up going into turn 2.
Rito
Close racing.
gets a little boxed in, but the Camaro, with an awesome launch, is first into turn 2.
Those BMWs are so quick past the Camaro. There's 3, if not 4 BMWs lined up, nose to tail. They're all going for it now, going into turn 4. Everybody's kind of getting their position set.
Yeah, John Friesen and Sean Webster in those 2 Edge BMWs are right up front and sandwiching the Art Narcission's BMW.
Look out for Edgar Lau and Rob Harper. They are GT cars that qualified in the back of the pack.
Now here is the start for touring and sportsman, and you see Brad Austin.
Wow, on the inside! Holy cow, he got sandwiched between Gary Sheehan and the concrete wall and thought better of it. But everybody's going to turn 2 now. Here comes Ali Arsham around the outside.
And those guys are up front, but behind there's a bunch of action. We're on board McCullough, and there are 3 abreast going in the back, and we see, that's the RSX, Daniel Milburn. He spins
Milburn
out.
spins. Pete Bovenberg. Oh no, he collects him.
That was
Holy
a hard
cow.
hit. They shoved the camera sideways. That was a hard hit.
Yeah, Bovenberg had gotten a horrible start, so he was trying to make up for it.
Yeah, he was
Man,
a pole sitter.
He could not avoid that.
Just didn't get a good launch, but we saw the yellow flag there at turn 2. This could bring out a full course yellow if the damage is severe to that car. But up front, we have the Chevrolet Camaro of Bob Ricardo.
These guys are still racing at full speed coming up. They're going to be surprised when they get to turn 2.
Yeah, these guys there's battles all over the place. We can't even keep up. But Gary Sheehan, you see in the 31, leading touring car with his teammate 2 cars behind.
And everybody else is strung along, but there's close racing everywhere. Here we have Sean Webster following the Camaro pretty closely.
Yeah, going into turn 11, look at that. The Camaro is taking the defensive line because
already.
He knows.
There's going to be yellow flags here, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, the Camaro definitely has the power on the BMW, but the BMW probably has the better brakes. But they're not even in the same class, so they shouldn't really be fighting each other.
Yeah, but you know how that goes. Overall lead, game's on.
Yeah, neither one wants to be slowed down, but if they're smart, they will just walk away from the field together and work as a team. But that doesn't always happen, as we know.
That's very true.
So we have Gary Sheehan has opened up a little bit of a lead on his teammate. Look at that, going into turn 11 in that 31.
That car's looking so nice underneath the sunshine. In the 3rd place is his teammate Ali Arsham, and now these guys are getting the yellow flag. So
yeah, Brad Austin also is doing really well, pulling away from the field. And here we have this is the Ford Mustang of Edgar Lau. He's charging up ahead. Edgar did not get a qualifying time, so he had to start all the way in the back. We got to be
and you have people pushing hard. That was Art Narcissian putting the wheel off in turn 3.
Yeah, that was not that was a very dangerous move. We have Bo Borders trying to pass Brandon Alvanian in that maroon BMW.
And he's going to jump on the inside, get on the brakes real late, try to get that pass done.
Yeah, and behind him is the Ford Mustang that we just talked about, Edgar Lau. And we see the RSX right now. He's limping along and very slowly.
I think Edgar is plowing the field, and Rob Harper is going through all these open doors right behind him as well.
Look at that sideways and goes on the outside of the corkscrew around Bo Borders. Wow, that was an amazing move.
He is not wasting any time whatsoever.
Yeah, that Ford Mustang is looking strong, driven by Edgar Lau.
And Harper mimicked that move. He gets around Bo Borders. Wow.
And looking at the Audi R8 of Victor Chapla now, he's entering the picture. He's our points leader in Super Touring, but he didn't have a very good qualifying time. He has to claw all the ways back up. So actions galore as we see the Camaro still leading. Looks like the field has slowed down here. This could be a full course yellow.
Yeah, they finally put out the 4 course yellows. Now you can see the whole field bunching up. This is going to get really interesting for Edgar Lau and Rob Harper because they were going through the field. They were just slicing through them like a hot knife through butter. This is going to help them immensely.
Well, this is going to play right into the hand of Edgar Lau. He's going to have a great time. But we'll have to take a commercial break, and we'll see you on the other side.
Wildfire can become out of control. First responders and your home need our help. While you have wisely evacuated your family, First Line will remain behind and respond within seconds to protect your property.
Welcome back. We're on board with Bob Ricardo as we see him leading the field, following the pace car. And looks like that RS6 of Daniel Milburn has been cleared up.
Don't look now, but Edgar Lau has only one car between himself and Bob. This is going to get really exciting here.
This really worked out as we see we're on board with Art Narcissian at that point in the BMW. He's also doing extremely well in the Super Touring class.
Yeah, we have the entire field now nose to tail. There is no more gap between the GT, Sport, Super Touring, Touring, and Sportsman. They're all nose to tail. This is going to be a very interesting green flag.
Yeah, if the touring car guys are smart, they will lay back a little bit, not to get into this battle. And we see here we go
down the straightaway. I can see him coming around the corner. Bob's going through the gears. You can hear that Camaro. Sounds wild.
Shifting.
Sean Webster does not have the legs to do anything about that thing. Edgar Lau gets a great jump. Look at him. He's going around the outside of Sean Webster.
Yeah. That Mustang has a ton of horsepower. And here we go. Oh, look at that. Brandon Elhanian goes underneath Art Narcissian. But Art, they do a crisscross.
Over under. Yes, he takes it right back.
Oh man, that was the experience of Art showing like, nope, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to get me here.
This is awesome. They're getting around some of the back end of the field. The sportsman class is now getting run over basically by these GTs and Super Touring cars.
Yeah, we have the Camaro now. Edgar Lau has his eyes set on that red Camaro. But Sean Webster,
here they come down the straightaway. Edgar is right behind Bob now. Holy cow, this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, but Sean Webster is also going to be under attack by Art Narcissian, looks like, because Art's closing up that gap. So battles for every class lead.
I think Art took advantage of that yellow flag and pulled down his tires ready for this battle. And now look at Bo Borders goes on the inside, going into turn 2, and they get out of our sight.
That was John Friesen's BMW, the Edge Motorworks car.
Wow, these guys are just not giving each other any inch whatsoever. And here comes the
this is
touring
the
and Super Touring.
And touring and sportsman battle. And that was still Sheehan's leading with Brad Austin second, Arsham third. But Josh Lyon is now charging in, closing in on Brad Austin in that BMW.
So this is going to get interesting. This is interlaced between touring and sportsman. First and second place, basically interlaced, trying to get through this traffic.
Yes, fortunately the track is plenty wide. Oh no, the Camaro goes off of Bob Ricardo. Oh no, and then there goes Edgar Lau.
Edgar Lau took advantage of that. It looks like Bob's tires are going off on him. That's a heavy Camaro, so Edgar took his time to get to Bob and got right by him with one little mistake the entire race. One mistake and Edgar gets by.
That's all it takes, boy. But now the battle is going to be, will he be able to finish in this position at the end?
Looking at the time left, there is not a whole lot of time left. Bob needs to pedal it fast right now if he wants to have any chance of getting around Edgar.
Oh, no, that doesn't look like it because it looks like we're going to get the checkered flag right
Checkered
here.
is out! Oh my God! Edgar gets him on the last lap. Holy cow!
That was textbook driving by Mr. Edgar Lau of Hong Kong in that Ford Mustang. Art Nersessian ends up winning in the BMW M3. Gary Sheehan wins in the Hyundai Genesis in the touring car class, and Brad Austin takes the win in the Mazda MX-5. What an amazing race. So here we are for round 6 of the United States Touring Car Championship. This is the second race of the weekend.
I don't know what we're going to do to top yesterday's racing. It was fantastic, excellent racing. Looking forward to today's race.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to top that one, but again, big, huge field. Edgar Lau this time in pole position in GT. Next to him, Bob Ricardo in the Chevrolet Camaro once again. And third place in GT, Bo Borders qualifying third place.
In Super Touring is Sean Webster, followed by his teammate John Frisson. And in third place is Brandon Alanian.
In the touring car class, first place we have Gary Sheehan. Second is Gary Trudeau. And third place, Victor Ng in a BMW.
In sportsman class, Brad Austin tops the field, followed by Pete Bovenberg and Josh Lyon in third place in his nice, gorgeous-looking BMW.
Yeah, once again, we expect a great battle in sportsmen, but let's get to the first group right now as we're waiting for the green flag to drop.
As always, the standing starts. Very exciting. Here we go.
Great
Bob, Chevy versus Ford. Let's see who's got the ponies here going into turn 2.
Look at that
go
shit.
out of my sight. Let's see the monitors. Here we go. Bob's got the inside. Edgar, you know he's on the outside. Oh, Bob gets him.
Camaro. Beautiful job by the Camaro getting Edgar at the drag race.
You see Rito in that nice-looking Jetta kind of coming up through the field. We have the three...
Oh, John Friesen going underneath Mike Seacon.
Yeah, the
Seacon flips the
370
wheel off.
Seacon's totally sideways and he saves it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a beautiful move as we saw John Friesen almost get collected. But here is the touring car and sportsman. Brad Austin
gets sideways. We have...
this is Fred Snow trying to go on the outside of Andy Chittum's orange Miata. But Gary Sheehan looks like he's comfortable and takes a nice lead. Brad Austin again. But Victor Ng in the black BMW with the green stripe getting in third place.
Josh Lyon's on the outside of him going through turn 2. Will he hold that position? No, he's going to kind of fall back right behind him.
Oh, a couple of cars, a little argy-bargy going on.
That's
What's going
Andy
on?
Chittum on the inside going to turn 3. The Miatas love this place. Let's see if he can make up a space.
Oh, there goes Reza Arsham. Blows by Gary Trudeau. He's chasing after Sean Milburn in RSX. Civic versus RSX.
They worked all night long on that RSX. I'm amazed they got it into this field, and it's the brother that's in the car, Sean, today.
Yeah, definitely kudos to Team Milburn Motorsports for putting that car back together. Like you say, they were up all night.
You have Reza Arsham and Sean Milburn going at it, hammering tongues up the hill. Let's see who can kind of make it through that next turn.
Oh, here's the Ford versus Chevy battle. Accardo versus Lau. Looks like Edgar's Ford Mustang is a little quicker, looks like, through that section.
Well, John's got a reason to keep Edgar behind him. He feels like he owes him one from yesterday.
But the Camaro seems to have...
Oh, they're playing games already. Going into turn 11. John takes an inside line. Pulls Edgar off for one more. Oh, no. Borders is losing it. Holy cow.
Here comes Rob Harper.
Harper with the vet. Look at the ponies in that thing. Holy cow.
Big V8 under the hood of both of those cars, and the Corvette kicks him down the straightaway. 7 liters of V8 under the hood of that Corvette.
Meanwhile, that BMW felt like it was going backwards.
Yeah, the stray 6 can't challenge this V8.
And Sean Webster is a pro. He does some big-time racing and joined USTCC for this weekend. And doing fantastic. He's leading the Super Touring class.
Yeah, meanwhile, speaking of leading, in the 31, we have Gary Sheehan in that Hyundai Genesis Coupe leading the touring car class, and behind him is the blue MX-5.
Don't look now, but Josh Lyon is actually closing that gap, coming towards Brad Austin. He has got the bit between his teeth and looking to go headhunting after Brad.
Yeah, Brad Austin is leading Sportsman, but Josh Lyon is coming, and Victor Ing is right behind too in the black BMW, and of course don't discount the Civic of Bovenberg.
And Andy Chittum was all over that Civic until they got to the straightaway, and that Civic just completely flew by.
Yeah, and then of course we see the little battle there also growing. It's still continuing between Andy Chittum's orange Mazda, the blue RSX, and the yellow and black Honda Civic of Reservoir.
Yeah, throw a blanket on top of the three of them, you got them covered. Yeah, less than a second separating all those three.
Those guys are going at it, and three great drivers. We'll see who makes the least number of mistakes.
We have Ken Kurtz now coming through.
Here we go.
Reza
trying to get on the inside of 4. Sorry, no, he backs out of it. Good idea. That would have been a hairy move.
Sean closed the door on that one pretty quickly, knowing that that's a corner that you kind of keep your foot in it, basically.
Yeah, that's not a kind of corner you want to go side by side at 110 miles an hour or so, whatever it is over there.
I think Reza was showing him the nose to set him up for some future pass. He knows better.
Yeah, either that or just coax him into a mistake, maybe.
There you go. Right.
The Jetta of that's Rito Bauman. He's having a fight on his hand too in Super Touring battle. But I guess it's probably a good time to take a commercial break.
But that's when all hell broke loose.
Tank fell, I think. Something happened, the tank fell and the tank caught on fire.
Oh my goodness.
So we're going to want to get the pump as well, and whatever like small lines and hose clamps or Alright, I guess we're screwed. I guess.
And we're back, and oh no, Reza Arshim's Go-Go Gear Civic parked on the side of the road. What happened?
Well, he was going through the entire field. He was kind of passing everybody left and right.
It looks like he just had an issue, mechanical issue. He just shuts it off.
That car was looking so good.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. He's chasing after the Milburn. Milburn puts 2-wheel, 4 wheels off in dirt, and Reza takes advantage and passes him by.
And here is the Andy Chittum Miata, and he takes him on the inside, going up towards the corkscrew.
Yeah, this is up at turn 6, and he takes him on the inside. So beautiful move. Then next up, he takes the
touring car.
300.
Wow.
So yeah, he takes that car going into the corkscrew, and then he gets to turn 2, and just looks like he just engine just died.
Quit on him, yeah.
Oh no, he worked so hard. Racing is such a cruel sport, but I guess that's how it goes. You have to go
back to live action. Bob and Edgar.
And look who is closing in on this battle. The Corvette of Rob Harper is actually closing in. These guys are slowing each other down, fighting, as the Corvette of Rob Harper is closing in.
And Sean Webster's actually not letting these guys go. That's amazing how that little BMW is keeping up with these V8s.
Yeah, the BMW's making it up in the turns and in the braking, while these guys have the horsepower, I think. BMW's more nimble in the tight corners. And we see Edgar going on the outside. He's going to make this stick. Wow!
Holy cow!
That is
outside of turn 3. Wow!
If you ran out of room there, you're in the wall. So that was a risky move, but I guess he felt he had no other choice but to try it right there. Wow! Look at that battle on Sportsman. That is close.
Oh my goodness! And as usual, Pete Bovenberg's right in the middle of it again. And this time around, Josh was in front of that Civic with his BMW.
Yeah. Oh no! Bob Ricardo spins going into turn 5.
No.
Oh no!
You know, I think he's running out of tires yet again.
Oh, that would seal the deal probably for Edgar Lau's victory, and he goes on to win. Take the checkered flag.
2 for 2. Wow.
Yeah, and Gary Sheehan also 2 for 2. Gary Sheehan takes the touring car battle. Sean Webster takes the super touring battle in the Edge Motorworks BMW M3. And Josh Lyon did an amazing job in the Lion Racing BMW 330 and takes the sportsman win. So be sure to follow us on social media. We're on YouTube channel, Final Drive TV, also Facebook and Instagram as well.
Can't wait for the next race. Exciting stuff.